course.
Well, these are just some of the winning works of art, but which order should they be in? Well, Mark, can I have the card for the under-7s category, please?
Certainly can.
Thank you very much. Okay, in third place is Jessica Sexton from Ashford in Kent, and this is her picture here, My Sunset Garden. And then in second place, we move to this picture here. This is from Michael Smith from Great Missenden in Buckinghamshire. But our winner in the under-7s category is this picture here, which was done by David Mulford, who's from Holway in Gloucestershire. Now then, I need to know, who are the people in the treehouse?
That's me.
Yeah.
That's Shane.
Yeah.
And Dean.
And who's that up the top?
Nick.
And do your friends know that they're going to be on telly in a picture which you've done?
I don't know yet.
Well, they do now, because that is brilliant. You are our winner, David. Well done.
Right, now for the 7 to 11-year-old category. In third place, we have Pippa Rose, very clever collage. In second place is 9-year-old Abigail's Lad, very clever inside-out, outside-in house. I'll show you. There we have the outside, and here we have the inside. And look, there's even some little moles burrowing under the foundations there. Very clever. But the overall winner is Rachel Kane with this very beautiful collage seascape made up of all these different textures. That's Rachel Kane. Well done, Rachel. You want to tell us about your picture?
Well, the clouds is made out of cotton wool, and then we go onto the hills, which is made out of moss, and the walls made out of sand out of the garden.
Thank you very much, Rachel.
Brilliant stuff. Now to the oldest category, the over 11s. And in third place, this beautiful picture by Lee Brooke from Norwich. And that brings us swiftly on to the second place picture, which is by Rachel Bidewell. And as you can see here, it's a woodland scene. And this has been built up in a three-dimensional way, using newspaper and cloth. Now, what could beat that apart from the overall winner for the over 11s category, which is Pete Jones from Rochdale. So Pete, come on over. Well done. Now tell me, this is a fantastic picture. It's a photograph. Why did you choose to use photographs?
Well, I didn't think I was that good at drawing, so I just thought I'd do something different.
Well, it is certainly different, and not just photographs. Around the edge, you've got these chalk pastels and this kind of amazing blurred technique. Where did you get that idea from?
From when you did the neon lights on Smart.
What, so you've taken one of my techniques and changed it around and made it into your own picture and won a prize with it? Fantastic. So, a big round of applause for Pete. Well done. Thank you very much.
Well, I think the celebrations have gone for quite a while yet.
Yeah, we do still have one more show, but that is a special on location at the Eden Project in Cornwall. So this is the Eden Project. It's been called the 8th wonder of the world, and you can see why. It's home to the...
Continually come across all sorts of dynamic and dramatic works of art that reflect the plants gathered here. The art of science and nature, all under one roof.
So, to the artwork, and let's start with the winners in the under 7 age range. In third place, this delightful collage from Brittany Brown, who's 6 and comes from Dawlish in Devon. And it's based on her own thatched cottage. Second, 6-year-old Eloise Scarf from Bexley Heath in Kent with a collage of pyramids in Egypt. A very clever interpretation of her school building. But in first place for the under 7s, another collage, this one of the Colosseum in Rome, by 6-year-old James Morrison from Hoddesdon in Hertfordshire. What materials did you use, James, for your picture?
Well, I used eggshell, egg boxes, matchsticks, rice and paint.
OK, and how did you use the eggshell?
I cracked it first and then I stuck it on my piece of paper, so it looked a bit like pebbles.
And why did you use the matches?
So they looked a bit like people.
Most importantly, James, did you enjoy doing your picture?
Yeah.
Well done, James. Now on to the 7 to 10-year-old age group.
And in third place, Una Haran, who's 9 years old and comes from Widdicombe-in-the-Moor in Devon, has drawn this wonderful bumblebee. Her inspiration came from the Eden Project in Cornwall. Second, the space shuttle drawn by 9-year-old Hannah Trotman, who comes from Barkham near Wokingham. And this is the building that gave her the idea. It's Scrabo Tower at Newtonards in Northern Ireland. And placed first in the 7 to 10-year-old group is 9-year-old Richmal Walford from Longford near Coventry. So Richmal, tell us, where did you get your ideas from for this interesting collage?
I got the idea from Lee Mills car park in Coventry because it reminds me of bridges and Roman aqueducts.
Fantastic. What sort of materials did you use?
I went through my mum's scrap box where she had loads of different pieces of fabric and paper, and I looked at a picture of a real bridge and found the surfaces and the textures and the reflections of the water, and I picked out those particular bits.
And I have to ask you, is art your favourite subject?
Yeah.
Well done. Now on to the 11 to 15-year-old age group.
Placed third in this category was 15-year-old Josie Sparks from Bury St Edmunds in Suffolk, with a really colourful piece of work depicting a bobble hat. And here's where the idea came from, this Istrian shepherd's cottage in Eastern Europe. Second, a really effective picture of 3 flamingos by 14-year-old Kimberly Crampton, who lives in Holland-on-Sea in Essex. And can you spot the similarity with the Opera House in Sydney? And voted first in the 11 to 15 age group, this superb picture by 13-year-old Clara Walsh from Eccles near Manchester.
Now, Clara, what gave you the idea for your lovely lady with a hat?
I got the idea of the face from Oriental art we've been looking at in art lessons at school. And I like the angles of the Imperial War Museum by Daniel Libeskind, the architect, for the hat.
So just talk us through how you put your picture together.
I used pencil in the hat to shade it, to give it a 3D effect. And I used ink in the background with a gradation of pencil crayon. And I used the felt tip in the skin.
Excellent. Well, there you have it, the winning entries alongside the finalists. So, let's have some comments from our artists. Clara, what do you think?
They're all really great.
Richmal?
They're absolutely fantastic.
And James?
They all look really good.
They look fabulous. Good stuff.
Well done to the winners and everyone who sent in a picture.